Evening all, and welcome to my little tutorial on how to restring a classical guitar. These can be fairly tricky and fiddly, so don't be ashamed if you've come here in an act of desperation. Hopefully we'll have you up and strumming in no time. For this, we've got the trusty old D'Addario Pro Winder, but I'd recommend having a set of end cutters on hand too if you can. You'll probably need a tuner too. Now here's one I made earlier. Take a look at these pictures because you want to bear in mind that this is what we're aiming for. Get a good visual picture because knowing where we're going is going to aid us on our journey. Visualise your goals and that. First off, you need to tie each string on at the bridge as we go one by one. So thread the string in through the little hole, bring it back over the top, make sure you've got plenty of slack. Follow my example here. Loop the string in and back under itself. Now weave it over and under a second time so you have something of a loose knot. I'll rewind, zoom in and slow it down so you can get a better look. Watch closely. Remember to leave a generous length of string loose at the end. Remember what we're aiming for. We need this excess to secure it in proper when we tie on the next string. But for now, let's get up to the headstock end. Watch closely because this is fiddly. Feed the string through the hole as much as you can until it's semi-taut. Take the string at the next tuner to measure out the slack and feed it back through. Take the end of the string and pull it out over the top, then under the main body of the string, back around in a U-turn towards the tuner, back in under the headstock, give it a tug. Try and hold it in place as you wind it on to stop it from unravelling and consequently driving you mad. Guide the string in towards the centre of the headstock as it winds. This helps the string wrap neat and tight under its own tension, and that will prevent slippage and help with the tuning stability. Let's get another look at that again. Some people will tie these in knots as they put them on. You can do, you shouldn't have to. If you do it properly, do a good job. There's absolutely no need. Besides, if you tie them in a knot, they're an absolute pain in the arse to take off the next time round. Now you must remember the two outer strings, the first and the last strings that we fit, wind in towards the centre of the headstock. All the other strings wind outwards towards the tuners. Take another look at this one I made earlier. Again, remember what we're aiming for. It really does help to know where you're going with these ones. There's 5 more to go. I'll leave the instructions on the screen, but I'm going to lay low for now so you can concentrate. Back in a bit. Right, now this is the tricky bit. The loose end of the last string needs to double back and tie under the second string, aka the B string. So don't tune that one up all the way, leave it fairly loose, but not so loose it will unravel. Tune it up and then work down so you can loosen it at the bridge to thread the last string back through if you have to. Again, here's our reminder of what we want to achieve. Look closely, a picture is worth 1,000 words. When you tie on the last string, you can do it back to front or left to right, however you would describe it, to help it feed back in towards the rest of the strings. But you don't have to, it's up to you. But either way, once it's on, thread these last two strings into each other, like on the one I made earlier. Here it is again to reinforce the importance of forward planning evermore. Now we've tied up all of our loose ends, pun intended, we can tune up. Give them a wee tug as you do so, but be gentle, don't break them. Keep stretching and tuning until they start to behave. You might be here a little while with the nylon strings, they take a long time to stretch in. I usually come back later on in the day and then again the next day and just let them stretch in and settle down with time. Save yourself a headache. Once we're all tuned up, grab your end cut as I told you about all the way back when, and then snip all these loose flappy ends off. It's a right drama getting in there with the all-in-one Pro winder, so grab these if you can. Bob's your uncle, all done. That is how to restring a classical guitar. Like and subscribe for more of this sort of thing, or feel free to drop us a like or pick a fight down in the comments. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Take it easy.